to the Stock Market Morning Prep video for Wednesday, July 9th. Hope everybody enjoyed their long weekend, July 4th weekend here in the United States. We had some great weather out on the East Coast. I know I did. Back to the markets, though. We're ready to rock and roll here, and we had 2 down days in the market, which we haven't seen in quite some time. Meaning weeks for that matter. No, everybody gets all excited that there's a down day, but we did have pretty much 1% across the board: Dow Jones, Nasdaq, S&P, and the Russell. I looked over extensively on a bunch of charts, indicators, and I'm just going to concentrate today on our indexes and see where they have gone. And there's really no technical damage at all. 2-day pullback, it's kind of healthy. I think it's good. I think actually we should be into some sort of a correction, but we are not. Long-term charts are looking very, very good. There's no damage there at all, to say the least. And then we have some indicators that are showing divergence, but as you know, divergence of late in this type of market hasn't produced any type of sell-off at all. So, we'll see what happens. 2 days doesn't make a trend. We did get a little bit of weakness before we left on, I believe it was last Thursday. But you can see here, I'm just going to go quickly at this time because I wanted to show you the indexes, and then what we'll do is we'll concentrate again on picking out some key indicators and, of course, some stocks just to kind of get a good handle on what's happening. So you can see the ES here. We really haven't done anything. I mean, we did get a distribution day. Yesterday was the biggest sell-off of the previous day. But you can see here we're just still above the 20-day moving average. We did break the 8, but we're still heavily on an uptrend, moving higher, making higher highs and higher lows. So still quite bullish. Now, if we were to break the 20, catch the 50, and then kind of chop around and look for another leg lower, that would obviously concern me if you were a bull. And then at least we would test that 200-day moving average, which would come right here, which is also the lower end of this channel. But that's way, way, way ahead of us. We're getting ahead of ourselves. So right now, still constructive. As you can see here, we had 2 days down, bull flag, boom, and we rallied up for 5 days. So, and there's really no catalyst of the sell-off. I mean, people talk, but there's really no catalyst here. So, the market's still quite bullish. Transports. Actually, transports really had no volume on the downside, which is actually very, very important. So this down day on lower volume is to be said something about, right? I mean, you're down here at the 20, you broke 20, but you came back up again. So still really strong on an uptrend. This is our leader, so looking still constructive here. Now, remember, if we start to break down, I still think you're going to see this test of this local low here. This is the area right here that I'm looking at. So, and that'll be the 50-day moving average as well, and then this trend line, horizontal trend line support. So let's see if it gets down there and test it. But I do think you're going to have this thing. You have the transports just rallying and rallying. And I understand that, we got to realize we're in a strong uptrend. Okay, yes, there's a lot of problems with the uptrend, but nonetheless, price is what pays us. So, and this is the most hated rally. And I tell you, I hate this rally myself only because nothing moves along with the index. Everything, when you have a few stocks that are running up higher, and a lot of the stocks that did move, that are up, 60-70%. So, a little difficult. Like I said many times, this is definitely a stock picker's market. All right, but you have the transports here, again, doing very well, held up very well in the last couple days. So, to me, still really quite bullish. We have to really see what happens in the coming days because we could get a nice correction, which I still foresee it coming sometime in the summer. With lack of volume, lack of market participants, and all you need is one big catalyst. I don't think that this was it as of yet. And here's the diamonds. Diamonds actually held up very well too. You can see, still testing that 20-day moving average, so still bullish. And then we have our last two. Now, obviously, this is the weaker of the two. When I say obviously, because this is the first one that usually goes. If the IWMs, which is another one of our leaders, start to really break down here, you have to really be careful. We took out this whole uptrend channel. We closed outside it. And now we're sitting on the 50-day moving average. So let's see if this can muster up enough steam to get back in it today. Okay, but again, I see a lot of people still buying dips, and until it fails, market participants, hedge funds, they're going to continue to buy dips or add to positions. And then we have the last one is the Qs, which actually did quite well too as well. We did get a little bit of a more than average volume than the previous day, but still well above the 20-day moving average. And remember, the five indices, the Nasdaq, the Russell, the Dow, the transports, the S&P, bounced well off their lows. Okay, so there were definitely bargain hunting going on yesterday. All right, so just keep that in mind. Don't short the market yet; it's not ready. Let's get some real good hard evidence that the market is short. Are you going to pick a top? No question about it. You're not going to pick a bottom, but it's important to get the meat of the move and let the markets tell you which direction that it wants to go. Right now, all of this is just a hiccup, a little quick pullback, and then let's see what happens in the coming days and coming sessions, because that's going to be important. So now what we need to do is watch closely of our indicators, of our market leaders as far as stocks are concerned, of course the indexes, and then get some clues and see where this market takes us. All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll be back with the videos, so we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.